now, right?
Colorado Avalanche. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. He wouldn't know. But all right. Well, anything else you want to add before we close out?
I have no more questions here. I don't know who's up at what time is it? 12:30. I mean, who knows? I can't wait to hear the feedback from Isha. Who's going to cry the fucking blues?
Well, that's all you. I'm sure I'm probably going to get a dirty look or two from a couple of people. Which
Who cares?
I'm just
Who cares?
just a platform. Remember our bylaws, ladies and gentlemen. The opinions of our guests are not necessarily the opinions of the host and the show's our sponsor. I have no.
All right.
All right, Joe. It was good talking to you.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I know we're we just go for 5 hours really, but does anybody know anything? I see TJ Marconi's all mad saying that somebody, the Grim guy from YouTube, is a champion, but he's a champion, and everybody's commenting on this and everybody's talking about it, which is great. If TJ orchestrated this whole thing, because this is the type of things he does. Nothing wrong with it, because again, people talk. Now I'm going to talk about it, but people talking. It's got to all be a fucking work with him, because I know how TJ is, and this is the type of booking he does.
I agree with you there.
And I don't know why TJ and me and TJ don't always see eye to eye, but I like to think that we are friends. I don't know why TJ would waste his fucking time wrestling this fucking group.
I don't know. I think it's a work. I mean, in my opinion, just basing the comments and kind of the way he's responding and the way he's, putting his context of conversation out there, it doesn't seem like someone that's
Why would
angry.
would TJ really give a fuck about an indie fucking title that's meaningless?
I don't think it's necessarily the title. I think it's more he's trying to focus on being pissed off because this guy just walked in off the street.
I agree, but why? Okay, so who's Jason Carlos, my champion?
Mm-hmm.
If fucking Tachi went around saying that he was the Warriors Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, do you think Carlos would even pay attention to it? No!
No, probably not.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something. Like I said, if people talk, maybe it turns to the ticket sale. That's not stupid. That's smart. Would I do it? No, but it's not. I don't think it's bad that he's doing it.
No, look, I mean, not to break kayfabe, even though it doesn't exist anymore anyway, but look, everybody has to do their part to sell storylines and tickets and everything else.
TJ is masterful at that. I got to say, he was a guy, and a guy that was chased away.
Mm-hmm.
That actually promoted the product. Where that's another thing. Like there's guys in my locker that don't promote the product. Those guys aren't going to be around much longer.
Well, do you have? Let me ask you this: do you have anybody in your locker room or anybody within your circle of friends that you trust and don't destroy on social media that have that have some kind of film background, so they can teach some of these guys how to cut video promos and do stuff like that?
Well, Brian Black has been doing a lot of the promos and stuff. He's making the Warrior Wires.
Mm-hmm. Which I enjoy those.
The students are starting to promote. It's just, the videos I don't think are the issue. I think, maybe adding more videos, maybe more, preview videos or stuff like that. Stuff I just don't feel like doing. I just don't have the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, you even buy a basic laptop nowadays. It comes with enough programs installed within it already that you can just grab a webcam, stand in front of a poster of some sort, and cut a cool video promo, and just upload it to Facebook. I mean, people do it with their cell phones all the time. I don't recommend it because sometimes it's not always the greatest quality in the world, but if you put the time and the effort in, it's appreciated than when you don't do anything at all.
Getting guys to do stuff like that is like fucking pulling teeth.
See, this is why
getting guys to hit share for a poster that they're on is fucking pulling teeth. They're on the fucking poster.
This is where I think some of the guys should take lessons from some of the girls, because this is a male-driven business. Everybody knows that. So the women have to try 10 times harder to promote themselves in this business. And just take a look at some of the indie girls and what they do on the internet with the Snapchats, the Instagram, doing video promos, sharing posters 10 times a day, every day for the 2 months leading up to the show. It's not that hard. You're on damn social media anyway. And if you could go on social media and bitch about this radio show and Joe complaining, then you can share a poster.
You would think. I know a teammate said to me one time, "Your locker room sucks. They don't fucking share nothing."
Well, you gotta crack the whip, Joe. That's it. You gotta get the WOW whip. You gotta crack it.
There's gonna be a day where somebody comes in and wants to actually do something with the company, and they're gonna get rid of a lot of the fucking deadwood. And I'm gonna say, "Good, go for it." That's the point I'm at.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where to go with that, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just need to sit them down and you just got to rip them and say, this.
Remember Lean On Me?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie with Joe Clark, Morgan Freeman?
Yep.
When he asked the list of all the fucking hoodlums and drug dealers in the school, he put them all on the stage, and he goes, "These people are waste of life." He said, "Goodbye forever, goodbye, I wish you well." And out the door they went. That was the end of it.
Yep. But instead you got the Lord of the Flies. You don't know the Lord of the Flies, the kids that had to take care of themselves.
I know. I never seen the movie.
It's all chaotic. They gotta live on their own and fend for themselves, and it's just absolute chaos. So, so you just gotta set a precedent, Joe. You got 10 years. You got 10 years in. You know what's worked. You know what hasn't worked, and you know what needs to be worked on. And going forward into year 11, I guess you just gotta have to crack the whip and say, "This is the way it's gonna be. You're either following me or you're walking out that door.
You're with me or you are my enemy."
There you go. Was that the cryptid message that you posted the other day? Is that what that was meant?
No, that was on my girlfriend's wall.
Oh, I know you. She loves when you post Star Wars shit on her page.
Well, that was because of what we're naming the kid. But
right.
So she texted me today, and she goes, "Who is Darth Maul?
Oh, Jesus.
And who is the leader of the Stormtroopers?"
What?
I was able to answer who Darth Maul is. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I said, but to answer who the boss of the Storm, I guess the Emperor. Ultimately, I don't know.
I don't even know. I mean, later on, they were all just clones. They were all the same damn person.
In the originals, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't.
It was supposed to be.
I mean, the latest one, you had the one wearing the female one wearing the female helmet, but I mean, I have no idea.
I think after the Clone Wars, the Stormtroopers weren't all cloned of Jango Fett. I think they were just people that signed up to join the military.
Yeah,
that's what I think. That's what will make, because the Clone Wars were over.
Right. That's what it. They made it seem with when the guy defected to the rebellion. So
that's years later. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would guess it would have to be
the Emperor.
I guess so. The Emperor. He's the top. He's the top dude. Yeah. I guess Snoke in the current movies is the one in charge, and Vader.
No, because we don't know much about these characters yet.
Yeah. Well, I don't
know.
know.
It's not Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma, I'm talking about the other movies. Somebody tell me Captain Phasma. Maybe, but I'm talking about the Stormtroopers, not these other clowns.
The other clowns. I don't know. I guess. I mean,
So she's never seen any of the Star Wars. I think she said she's seen Jedi when it first came out, so that's 1983. And she goes, I've seen one, the one with Jar Jar Binks. I love Jar Jar Binks, so you know how it's going to be fun watching these movies with her.
oh my God,
Because I can't stand Jar Jar Binks.
I wouldn't even be able to do it because the movies I like, like Lord of the Rings, and I do like the Harry Potter franchise, and my girlfriend doesn't. She can give two craps about it. Like,
well, she's the one who came up with the name, first of all. But we're gonna watch all the movies, not the way we learned, not the way we watched them growing up. We're gonna watch it episode 1 through episode 7. And I guess put Rogue One in there too.
That would make more. That would be the first one, right? Rogue One.
No, that's between 3 and 4.
Between 3 and 4. All right, so you're gonna have your work cut out for you there. But yeah, that's the way you have to watch it, even though the quality of special effects is gonna be dramatically different. But
hey, listen, I prefer the models and the old school way of filming, just like they do with the new one, the new movie. It's using that old school. I hate CGI, and the way George Lucas overdid the fucking. Holy Christ!
Well, when he digitally remastered the originals,
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about
terrible.
I'm talking about at the end of Attack of the Clones when they're showing all the clone troopers and the Star Destroyers. It looks so fake and phony.
Yeah. Well, they, with the technology, they want to run. They want to run with it. Money wise, it's cheaper. It's quicker. You don't have to pay someone to build things. But back in those days, it was great because they build these models and they wound up putting them in museums and selling them.
They're doing that again.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it was. You would go to museums and you'd see these models that were used in movies, or they'd be selling them, or you got to see and witness a piece of cinema history. I mean, now who the hell what are you gonna do? Sell a green screen and say, hey, the Death Star was on that screen?
Listen, there's some movies today, the comic movies, the Marvel movies. Mm-hmm. I think they are better today. But give me all these movies from the 80s, I still appreciate them more than some of this shit today. It's fucking terrible.
Well, you've seen the movie Goonies, correct?
No, I have not.
Never? Oh, my God.
I've never seen Top Gun. I've never seen Goonies.
Well, Goonies, the special effects on Goonies was so before its time. It was ridiculous. That if they actually made a sequel now, it would probably ruin it for everybody because it will look so fake. It just, I'm not talking about like Godzilla in a rubber suit on strings kind of thing. This was, this was like
we're doing this block kick across the screen.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Pee Wee Herman Big Adventure movie kind of ruined it for everybody when he rode his bike through the set and the Godzilla fell on him.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's the way it was. That's the way it was. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you worked with what you had, but now it's just it's so easy for them. That's why they get these movies out so quick. I mean, they make movies in 3 months, 4 months, and literally a year later they're in the movie theater. It used to be 2 years to make the movie, and by the time it was in the theater, it was like almost 5 years. So,
I remember when movies were in the theater, after they came out of the theater, it took forever for them to come on VHS.
Oh, absolutely. And then you had to go to Blockbuster and pay like $20 for
I'll be honest with you, I think Jedi was out in theaters before Empire came out on VHS.
It's definitely possible. I don't remember that far back. I mean, I remember my neighborhood video store before like Blockbuster and Palmer Video and all those places were even around yet. You go to the mom and pop store to get your videos and a bag of popcorn, and you have a week to bring it back or something. And you get this little keychain tag. But then Blockbuster came out, and then it was like, oh, you can buy movies, you can buy previously viewed movies, you can rent whatever, and it was just, now forget it. I mean, where do you even get a movie? Netflix.
Stream it, Netflix, Hulu, whatever the fuck these people got.
Did they even have, I know they saw that For Your Entertainment store, but did they even have any stores left that sell movies?
I don't know. Oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Showing up at the 10-year anniversary is going to be that racist, that referee Will DeMuth.